Hello, hello, hello. Hello, lovely people. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're back with some more Conan Exiles Age of Heroes. I'm going to say Age of War at some point. Age of Heroes beta today. We played a bit on it yesterday and looked at crafters, a little bit of crafters, not like a huge amount, just some initial kind of like checks of the system. Spoiler alert, they kind of ping towards their seats and beds like all of us do. We're like, do you know what? I think I might need to sit down. I made you one thing. I think I'm going to have to just sit down for a minute, just take maybe an hour. How's an hour? Just, yes, that was kind of interesting. And then we flew around the map and looked for all the cages which have been added to the Exiled Lands, much like the cages in Sipta. So now you can collect friendos, crafters and fighters, including like dancers and stuff like that, and priests and whatnot from cages around the Exiled Lands. So that's very cool. They've also changed that on Sipta too. All the changes are on Sipta as much as they are on Exiled Lands, except what we're going to be doing today. And today we're going to be looking at companions. There are 2 new companions that have been added to the game. There's Lufen, who you can start your quest of friendship with in the jungle, and then there's Freya, who is based at Freya's hovel, as she normally is. Freya, as she is currently on the Age of War, kind of the current live version of the game, will no longer exist except for if you already have a version of her. So if you have a Freya in a box, yes, if you have a Freya in a box, presumably we'll have to try that, shall we? If you have a Freya in a box and you place her in the world, I'm assuming she will just be an archer, because currently there's a Nordheimer archer called Freya. Anybody that you've got that's like placed in the world will just continue to be a fighter and will be kind of, I guess quite a special kind of thrall, because she won't exist to capture anymore in the world. What else do I want to say? Yes, so that's what we're going to do today anyway. We'll start with Lufen and then we'll go towards Freya. They do have quite long cooldowns by all accounts. I think it's 8 hours in real time, a cooldown. So you can't just like speed run the playthrough of companions and whatnot. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to take a look at it. If you are like, I don't want to be like spooled from looking at companions, keep the tab open, mute me, and go about your business. You know what I mean? Something like that. I'd appreciate that. Yes, anyway, let's have our hellos, my friends. Another very, very exciting, more exciting than companions. Falcon, who is a member of our community, who's in the chat, told me direct instructions of how I can use mods on my playthrough. So I have, thank goodness, my character looks the way she's supposed to. Her hips are ever so slightly wider because of improved quality of life. Her hair is nicer because of Barbarian Barber. And I have Hozav's UI mod, so I can see like float damage numbers, and my UI is slightly different. Sainted mod. So there you go. Let's have some hellos, shall we, friendos? I'm very excited today. Kalendros first today. How does he do it, people? Hacks, I tell you, hacks. Hello, lovely. Kevin, good day to you too. How you doing? Thriller, hello. Falcon, hello. Good to see you, new VIP friendo. Rex, hello to you. OJ, hello. Halamir, greetings. David, Valheim boss fight on Friday, people, by the way. I'm very excited about that. Take the PC with Twitch open. Look, comes on my phone, and it goes to live with 0 viewers, and I miss first. Yeah, Calendris is just too good, Halamir. What can I say? He needs to be taken down. Valkyrie, lovely. How are you? Thus, Anna had chosen to play Conan, and chat was happy. I'm glad chat's happy. Catching up through the chat, scrolling through. Jaybird, hello. Thank you for the follow. Paolo, hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Nefanor, lovely, how is it going? Jester, hello. Brothers and sisters of battle for the Emperor. Lovely. Wilden, hello, how's it going? I think I said hello to OJ. Hello, OJ. Lily, hello, Phantom, hi. Age of Turd Military. That's it. Conan crafters are taking after my kitty, who thinks that finishing her treats is a sufficient reason to get treats. Yes, she's like, the treat is gone. Where are the more treats? Absolutely. Hello, Dixie. Hello. Respawn, lovely. How's it going? Eid, hello. Justin, hi. Started downloading this game. Looks amazing. Excellent. This is the beta version of the game, which is also downloadable from Steam if you have the live version. Probably best just to start with the basic version, otherwise you might get quite confused by it. But it is a fantastic game. I have many, many hours in it. Just going to ask you if you knew how long the cooldown... Yes, 8 hours, I believe. I think I'm okay to say that. Glad you have your mods back. I know, I'm so happy, honestly. I was like, I had to do some finagling because my file names were like slightly different, but I'm so glad. It's basically modded the same as my main game. Anything that modifies benches though, I do not have running because I tried it with all my usual mods and it wasn't working, so proceed with caution. There you go. Doing great. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a wonderful day, Paolo. All the better for seeing you, my dear. So shall we get started? Does anyone have any, like, I want to hear your feedback about anything you see in the game, or if you are playing on the beta, I want to hear about like problems that you're having, bugs, concerns that you have, things you're really excited about. We do have a Conan Exiles channel in our Discord. If you want to kind of give me feedback there, I really want to kind of gather your kind of thoughts and feelings, relevant feelings, and forward them to the devs, basically, because this is obviously the beta period. The whole point of beta period is to find out what's working, what's not working, and how people feel about it, and kind of, you know, feed that back. There you go. We need an Anna-Briella companion. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. I would honestly die of happiness if there was some kind of Anna-Briella like Easter egg in this game, honestly. I wouldn't mind a fighter. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind a fighter. I'm a bit of a fighter. Hello, Schlumpf. Hello, hello. Anyway, shall we get started? I'm so excited, people. Oh, so I haven't seen anything at all yet. Obviously, I've seen what was on the dev stream and, like, you know, vaguely that's about it. If I leave creative mode, I'm gonna eat my buffs because I just feel there's a bit of OCD there, isn't there? Not really, but so the first place we're gonna go is to the jungle. Let's go to where we access the Dagon dungeon, because that's kind of the map reference that I gave people. And I believe what we're looking for is over here. Right, I don't want to be in creative. I don't want to be in God or cloak. Hi there, sir. Can I just check my float damage numbers are working? Look at that. Oh, we're back, boys. I love that so much. Oh, I can't live without Hozavs, honestly. It's so helpful. There you go. Beautiful. Also, I was able to kind of use Fashionist. By the way, I crafted... so you know how the crafters... I showed yesterday, so look back at that if you're kind of not sure what I'm talking about. But now you can choose one of 3 different types of crafting tools, tier 4 crafting tools, for like armorers and blacksmiths and things like that. So shieldwright, scoutwright, temperwright. And you can see the things that they changed, like durability, additional armor, reduction in weight. And I was wondering if the stats would be different because they looked like there were things that would change that I wouldn't have expected. I've crafted this today and my armor value is exactly the same, I believe. I have put weight reduction kits on it and it was crafted by Work of the Lost Tribe, who's a shieldwright. So yes, now because of Fashionist, I'm able to just kind of put these over here. So fantastic. If you want to see the directions for how to add mods to your beta version of the game, there is Falcon put like the specific instructions in our Discord. Do bear in mind that if you have any bugs and you've got mods running, it's going to be very difficult to identify if it's because of the mod, because obviously the mods on the beta were not designed for the beta, they were designed for the live version of the game. So we do have to bear that in mind. If I need to remove any mods, I will absolutely do so. I will hold on to Hozavs for dear life because I need it. There you go. So let's start. I believe, having seen the dev stream... Hi there, sir. Oh, I see it. Do I see it? I see it! I see it. Now, do we want it to be permanently on daytime? Or do we want... Yes, we do. I think we do. Do we? Do we? I'm so excited, people. Get your cups of tea and coffee ready. We've got story time now. Do some feedback about the Wheel of Pain. They're not placing the thrall in the world automatically after completing converting. Did it yesterday after dinner and it worked, doesn't it? Yeah, that happened to me as well. So, okay, my hope is that they don't change the way that thralls become members of the world from how they were before. I really hope, because of the thrall cap, because we have a problem, because crafters are going to count towards the thrall cap on official servers, and that's going to really bother a lot of people. I really hope that you have to physically place them in the world, the crafters. And then once they do, then they add to your thrall cap. But otherwise, like, I always want spares. I always want like multiples of things. I want to be able to store them in boxes. And yeah, sure, if I deploy them, then I want to do that myself manually. And I feel like a lot of people would feel the same way. Daytime light's better. Good. Thank you for the feedback. What do you control crafter thrall gets into the world at what time? I agree with you. Because what if you capture one for your friend? What if you're like, oh, I knocked out a friendo for you? You'd have to then, give it to them to put in their wheel, that kind of thing. Hello, Diana. Hello. Hello, Min. How are you? So there you go. Those are my thoughts. So currently it's working like it does on Age of War. I hope it doesn't change from that. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Let's just make sure there's no friendos going to attack us in this region. Oh, I see the plant over there. I'm so excited about this. All right. Okay, is everybody dead? Have we killed everybody? In a video game, YouTube, in case you're listening. What is this? Oh, can we get like a picture? Yeah. Ooh. Let me make sure I've got my voice on max. Voice volume. There you go. Follow my voice, I would summon thee. Okay. Hello.
Exile. We have little time. Holding this form requires much energy.
Okay.
As you have no doubt surmised, my true form is trapped within the Yothka plant. I am Lu Fei, sorcerer to the Celestial Emperor of Kitai, master of the Five Storms, and sacred defender of the many-petaled throne. Complex arcane calculations led me to this strange land.
Apparently there's quite a lot of chat for this section.
For many long centuries, my circle has watched the skies, staying ever vigilant for an astrological conjunction that would signal the return of a demon. A demon of such incalculable appetite. It is destined to swallow the world. Many hours of research and scrying found me here in the exiled lands, where I discovered the door that would admit the demon.
Okay.
It is my eternal shame to admit that when I came upon the door, the demon within tricked me.
Dun dun dun.
I will forego the humiliating details, but know that the beast lured me into this vegetal prison, where I am unable to stop it. I fear it is only a matter of time before it crosses over to begin its ravenous feast.
Listen, mate. Can I unfriend him? Okay, we're going to continue. I better be able to finish the conversation. We missed the end of the...
Exile. As you have... I am complex for many hours. It is my... I will forego...
Can you be freed?
You must not.
Okay.
While I admit that I do not completely understand the plant's infernal anatomy, I know that it is born of a vile seed, A seed that takes purchase within corrupted soil and grows until its blasphemous roots extend all the way back to hell. No, Exile. If you kill the plant, you may well kill me too. We will have to find another way to loosen its grip.
What would you have me do?
Because I am bound to this hell plant, you will have to go forth as my hand. Our first and most important mission is to seal the doorway. Only then can we turn our efforts toward freeing me.
Okay, we have to accompany him.
You will need to learn the art of sorcery.
Sorcery? Are you serious?
Indeed. A task far beyond the ken of most. A task that will push you to the edge and then beyond it. A task that will transform or kill you.
Doesn't sound very tempting, actually. I think I might leave.
Turn your gaze to the west. That way lies a great and cursed city. You will know it by its burnt orange sands.
A named city.
There, on the southeast edge of the cursed city, will you find the cave the locals know as Shaleback Hollow. It is deep within this cave that you will find an eldritch tome. Take the book and seek its pages throughout the world.
Okay, learn sorcery. Well, we've already done that, I think, with this character.
Other sorcerers adepts seek the same. Kill them and take their pages.
Find sorcerers around the map, kill them, take the sorcerer's spell pages.
As your collection grows, so too will your knowledge, as the pages instruct you in the language of hell. It is this blasphemous demon tongue that allows us to perform magic.
Level up your sorcery using a thaumaturgy bench that you learn from learning sorcery in Shaleback Hollow.
Erect a thaumaturgical shrine, identical to the one you found Kurak's tomb upon. Only then will you be able to ritually combine the pages and reform the tome.
I like the lore behind the sorcerer stuff, I gotta say. Kind of gives you a bit more, like, makes it a bit more interesting.
Go forth and learn their magic. Take it from them by fire and steel. Learn to exsanguinate men upon your sacrificial stone. Bring me 3 flasks of blood so that we may bind the demon. But make haste. I feel the demon's growing presence even now.
Okay. 3 flasks of blood. Okay. Thank you, Lou.
Exile, we have little time. Holding this exile, we must tarry not.
Okay.
There is little time. Return to me with 3.
So you might want to bring some cleansing brew, or some of the armors that we have in the game cleanse corruption periodically, or you could just have a dancer nearby or go home and cleanse your corruption. There you go. So we got to bring 3 glass flasks. So he's asking us to learn sorcery from Shaleback Hollow, which is over here on the map. So we have the power of admin teleportation here. Dun dun dun. Get the flask. Yes, I think we will possibly, but I would like to go through the motions. We certainly can just spawn them in. But I want to show how to do it, basically. Ah, I don't have my crouch bound for this version of the game, the beta. So I can't do my roll unless I jump space. Wait, jump space and then press C with my other hand. I miss it. Spawn the fast, it's fine, better than sacrificing people. That's okay. I can make my life choices. It's okay. I want to show it on the... There we go. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Obligatory Indiana Jones music plays. This stream will be useful to me. I'm a little annoyed there seems to be some kind of time locked. Yes, there is an 8-hour IRL time. How do I say? Like, inbuilt time where you have to pause before continuing. Yep. I haven't gotten to that yet. Please, no spoilers. I didn't say that in the title or anything, but no spoilers, please, friendos. Not that anybody has here, obviously. And it's stoically resisting the law of the dreaded... yeah, exactly. Well, we're here to do the companion stuff today. And obviously we'll get to a certain point and then we won't be able to do anything more for 8 IRL hours. So I do want to just do it properly. And ideally, hopefully, maybe we'll be able to get both companions started today. That'd be kind of cool. So here's Shellback Hollow. Located here. I will discover it as soon as I go in there. There it is. Hi, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry to see float damage numbers. And he was referring to the Unnamed City, which is here. So it is next to the Unnamed City. So what we need to do is run to the back of the cave. There you go, Shellback Hollow. Run all the way to the back of the cave. You can fight these corrupted shellbacks. I was like, wait, what's the word? Corrupted shellbacks if you want to. They're not, like, super tough. I haven't fought one for a minute. Let's fight one, shall we? There you go. I have max agility. I'm wearing Stygian soldier armor. I have... I mean, they're not tough. I have Assaulted Exquisite Meat and Elixir of Grace, which buffs my agility. You can have a food and a potion active. And then these are my stats, in case you're kind of curious. This is my main weapon, Baltier's Razor, which I love.
I've just subscribed with Prime. Hello, love who.
Hello, Perfect. How are you doing, lovely? Thank you so much for 16 months. Thank you, lovely. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you, thank you. Cave of Karak, here we go. So I think I did, like, learn all spells at some point on this character. But you click on this book, here you go. So it gives you a Tome of Karak, you learn basic sorcery, you learn the ability to craft a thaumaturgy bench, which you need to basically level up your tome and learn all the sorcerer's spells. You've got to do that. It also gives you an arcane staff, which you need for casting spells as well. But you need to basically go back to your home, build a thaumaturgy bench, put the tome in there, and then you'll see each recipe you have to kind of level up. So we do have a, what's it called? We do have a thaumaturgy bench back at base. We'll go back to base, and then I will probably spawn in this stuff, because I don't want to level all the sorcery today. That's going to take too long. So let's teleport home through the magic of sorcery. Arcane stuff with everyone's favorite interface. Yes, absolutely. So then you get back to your base, and then you need to build a thaumaturgy bench, which is one of these. Hello, mate. Some drunk people. Don't mind the drunks here. So crafting station, it'll be under sorcery. There you go. And it'll be this thaumaturgy bench. So you need 50 crystal, 50 iron bars, and 300 stone. You can get crystal from loads of different places, including some caves. Where am I looking now? Caves along the river here. Yeah, go to the caves and use... You can now, on the beta, you can use a pick or an axe to harvest crystal now again. So it isn't on the Age of War. You can't use a pick or an axe or a pickaxe. On the Age of Heroes, you'll be able to again, which is how it used to be. Okay, so then you place your thaumaturgy bench. Let me leave creative mode. And then you put your tome in the bench, and then you'll see your first recipe. So if you don't put that in there, it'll tell you that you need a tome. There you go. If you lose your tome, you can just go back in and click on the click on the book at the back of the cave again, and it'll just give you another one. There you go. So then you need a sorcerer's spell page. You need putrid meat and a stone. Very kind of basic ingredients to start with. These ingredients get more and more complicated and more difficult to obtain as you progress through the different spells. And you get sorcerer spell pages from finding sorcerers around the map. Shall we find one just to like demonstrate? Let me show you where you can find a sorcerer. So this is Sepamaru in the west of the map. And there's some sorcerers over here they'll spawn in a second. There you go. It's only because I admined in. If you run in, they will be here. And then if you unfriend them, they will have these leather satchels. Inside they'll have, you can drop the notes. Inside they'll have a dead sorcerer's map that shows you the cave. And somebody should have sorcerer spell page. There you go, we've got a sorcerer spell page. So that's how you get hold of them. You just need to unfriend or kill sorcerers in a video game. I'm being really weird because YouTube is being weird recently. And then you take it back, put it in your bench. There you go. Okay, so let's go back to our bench. There you go. This is like, I know I'm kind of going through everything, and most of you know how to do it, but I want to kind of cover it. There you go. So you put it in your bench, and then you put that in there. Also a spell page, and then you need a bit of putrid meat and a stone, and then you craft that recipe. Should we do it just while we're here? Shall I pick up a stone? Stone. Oh yeah, we can pick up a stone. There we go. I got 2 times harvesting on, so if I get 2 when I pick up 1 stone, that's why. There we go. We can put our stone in there. Now we can craft our first recipe, or learn our first recipe. There you go. You can show that it those are the first recipes. It did look like we learnt more than we should have. Anyway, so there you go. So then you kind of just progress through it. Each one you have, it doesn't tell you what spell you're going to learn, but you just kind of do this as you go along. More sorcerer spell pages and more ingredients. And the ingredients get kind of tougher to get, but you will level up in the game. If you do this at the very beginning of the game, you will level up and, you know, be able to obtain those things. There you go. So at some point you will learn how to make a sacrificial... I'll show you a sacrificial altar, I guess, for want of a better word. A sacrificial stone. There you go. One of these guys. Okay. And then you need 3 of these flasks to give to Lou. And in order to get those, you need to knock out an NPC and interact with this. Click E on it. And it'll place them in there, and then you will drain the blood. You need some flasks in here. Let's get some flasks. Glass flasks. You can make glass flasks in a casting bench using a glass flask mold. Oh, you can buy glass flasks from Seppenrue from the market. There you go. So now we just need some friendos. We're going to do this just for the first, 3. We're going to go through the motions. Again, we wouldn't be able to do this immediately if we had just learned sorcery, because we would need to... learn more spells to get to that stage. But it's not, super, super long to get to that. I do have a sorcery playthrough on my YouTube channel that you can kind of... If you want to watch all the different kind of levels in sorcery, you can watch that. It's up to, episode 3. Right, I've got to remember to knock people out here. You look like a willing participant. These guys are cannibals, so it's not really that... It's not much of a crime to do what we're doing here. Okay. Then we capture a friendo. Take it back. Hello, people joining us. Killing got neutered. Yeah. I mean, I try not to say it because the problem is I haven't had any explanation about why my videos get demonetized, or it's really my stream VODs. And quite often I report back to them and ask for a human review, and quite often they're accepted, but there are some that haven't. And all I'm doing is just fighting or in this game. And I'm pretty safe for work and things like that. Anyway, so here we go. So let's put our friendo in the stone. I used a truncheon and some bindings. And then we have to craft the blood first, which we will hide for YouTube's purposes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're cannibals, so it's not that immoral, is it? Mm-hmm. It's early in the sorcerer's progression. Yeah, it's not too far through. There we go. This is really just a relaxation thing happening. It's not the first one. It isn't the first one. Can't you put the flask directly? You've got to sacrifice him first. It's probably my favourite foods for sorcery stuff, especially the sausages. Just seems the most fitting. Yes, absolutely. Definitely. There you go. So then we can craft an orb, but we need to do 2 more of those. Let's do it, shall we? I mean, I've shown it. So let's spawn the other two in. Imagine we've done that. I don't need to do every single one. Blood. Blood. There we go. So now we've got 3 sacrificial bloods. So now let's go back to Lufen. I might have to mark this on the map so I can just TP there immediately, but it's like here, isn't it? There we go. It's acupuncture. Thank you for that. Yes, absolutely. It's just a very relaxing acupuncture technique. All the creatures will have respawned. Who was it that attacked us last time? Can we, like, proactively deal with him? Oh, he's a wandering fella. Okay. All right. Hello, I'm here. I'm not in creative. Oh, wait. Somebody's aggroed to us. Do you know what I tried to do then? Was to crouch so I could see if someone had aggroed. Is that funny? I've been playing too much Valheim. Anyway, okay, let's speak to Lou.
Exile. We have little time. Holding this form requires much energy.
Okay.
You make your return. Have you the required blood?
Freshly drained from pitiful exiles, or I have it, though I didn't realize this task would be so grim.
The path we travel goes through shadow. You must embrace the darkness and find your strength.
Now, they did say something along the lines of, depending on your choices, you will get different results and different perks at the end of leveling these guys or befriending them. Didn't prep. She gets the throat of slave. Brutal. Welcome in, Karma. Maybe it's more about how their bodies come apart during combat. Demonetize. I mean, unfriend is hilarious. Thank you. I have had to be kind of, what's the word? Creative with wording. It isn't always. I had something demonetized when it was really just very simple kind of like stuff. But at the beginning of the video, I said something about somebody getting unfriended. There you go. It's depressurizing the body. That's it. Yes. Baltier's razor. Yep, it's a legendary. Is it Palpatine? Maybe. Okay, let's continue.
No, I must rest. My powers are nearly exhausted. I will call out to you again when I can.
Okay. So, is that it? And then it's 8 hours later? So I can't speak to him. So it's interesting. So he took the blood from my inventory. Oh, he's back in there. Hi there, sir. All right. Okay. Well, let's go and start the Freya situation then, shall we? I kind of thought there'd be more to it, honestly. So Freya is up at Freya's Hovel, which is in the Highlands. He's just casually being consumed by a plant demon. Yep, no big deal. Let me try and... Freya. Gotta get my bearings. I don't have her on this world. Oh my goodness.
Respawn Wo gifted a tier 1 subscription to username.
Oh, Respawn, thank you for the 10 tier 1 gifted subs. Crikey. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Thank you, lovely. That's me. Purchase a Disney dictionary. They know how to make violence family friendly. That's it. Thank you, lovely. Where is she? North of the small island. Close to the aqueduct. Close to over here. Close to the base hidden in the aqueduct. Am I going the wrong direction? east. Like going to the place with the harpies. In this direction. She's up there. On that knob. The ridge up there. The little cliff up there. Yeah. Towards the right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. 8,000 hours and I still, like, forget where things... There it is. Legendary, you got a razor, two-handed sword. You will know where to go from there. I didn't get the sword from a dungeon. I got it from a legendary chest. You can get it from any dungeon. Yep. Just, it's random. Okay, here we go. So there should be smoke. There was smoke on the... There was smoke on the dev stream, wasn't there? I see her anyway. She's not normally there. Okay, there's the smoke. So normally I think she stands on the cliff, doesn't she? Ooh. That's extra burny, isn't it? Freya's hovel, there we go. So here we go. What are we calling this? G9. There you go. Thank you, friendos. Okay.
The dreamer dreamed on the cold grey hills. The seeker rode in the sun. They are parted by fire and death and time. But their lives cling and their souls twine. Till the last of the day is done.
She has an Irish accent. I don't know if I saw that coming. Are the Nordheimers Irish? Question mark. I guess the Cimmerians have Scottish accents. I mean, that's cool. Okay. ...
But the seeker dreams when the cold stars shine. And the dreamer seeks for his soul in mine. And dream and seeking must meet and twine. Ere ever the day is done.
Okay, that was beautiful, thank you. I want to know what happened here. Oh, there's somebody dead there.
Then use your eyes. The jackals came. They set fire to the hut and took my man, Angvar.
They didn't attack you?
No. Angvar could see the shape of it right away. He surrendered to protect me. That man. Always my shield when I need him.
Surrendering to protect you sounds like
You
cowardice.
speak when you should listen.
Okay, so that's it. You're just going to sit around singing sad songs. I don't like the way we've started this. Can we go back? Can I do some, what is it called, save scumming?
I just need a moment. Why do you care?
I roam around the Exiled Lands. Okay, we've got to be careful about our thoughts, our selections. I roam around the Exiled Lands looking for people to help, and you need help. I'm bored and need something to do. I assume that if I help you to get your man back, I'll get some kind of reward. Here we go. Help.
And start by searching the bodies. If we're going to find my husband, we need to know where these fools came from.
Find her husband. Okay.
Have you found nothing? Go on. Search these bodies.
Okay, search the bodies at this camp.
To find my husband. We need to know where these jackals came from.
Alright, she's quite angry. Need to interact. What am I interacting with? Did anybody else have this issue? I assume I'm not clicking on the actual body. So I guess it's... We did that one. I'm spamming to make... You kind of want some... Okay, it went away. You kind of want some kind of confirmation, don't you? There's a... I don't know if this... There's a wolf here. How many more bodies to look at? Oh, here's one. Aha, you found a note. Slaver's note. Okay. I can't read it. Oh, yes, I can. We've got ourselves a job, and it demands discretion. We're supposed to haul the blacksmith from his perch on the hill all the way to Stormwatch. If he's not delivered in one piece, we get no take, and there's enough gold in the pot for each of us to buy a seat on the High Council. There's always a twist in jobs like these. The smith must be more than meets the eye for this great sum. Bring him in one piece, cousin. Take no risks, avoid any suspicion that could tie this back to the clan. So I assume we're going to have to go to Stormwatch. Can I speak to her?
Did you find anything out?
Ah, one carried a note. They were hired to capture your husband and bring him to Stormwatch.
Stormwatch. That's a Vanir place. You'll find it west of here.
West, okay. You aren't coming with me?
I am not ready. You'll need to give me some time.
So much for the great Aesir warrior. I'll head west alone then.
Yes, take your barbed tongue and go.
I don't feel this is the best start to our relationship. Is it Stormwatch? I don't have my, like, locations on here, friendos. Yeah, does anyone know which one's where Stormwatch is? Don't say that. Harsh, I know. Try each one, there's no response until you get the right one. I see, fair enough. I can... I know where it is. Okay. Ah, okay. Up by towards Azagarth, is it? Over there. Yeah, I know where it is. The one where we come back from opposite side, the other side of the dam, basically. It'd be nice if the other bodies on Interact responded with you. Fine. Yes, I agree, Halimir. Yeah, just to confirm, because otherwise you think you're not clicking in the right place. If you've played this game before, you immediately go, "Where am I supposed to click?" Yeah. Yeah, it's the place with the the bearer, right? I think so much one of the big towers. I think it's the one with the bearer over here. This one, right? Is it not? I just discover it. I'm in creative. I just want to, like... Is it not here? That's Meadow Watch. Closer to Azagarth, right? Dun, 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 dun. Is it on the other side? Do, 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 do. All the way to the west, but not in the Sumerian territory. Southeast of Azagarth. Is it this one? E9. That's Trapper's cabin. This guy here. There we go. Thank you, people. Let's see if creative. So she said to come here. I assume there's a note or something. I did turn off fatalities on the main version of the game. I might have to do that again. I turned them off when I had problems with YouTube. Take the heals. Okay. There's a note in there. And a book. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I've got a YouTube short about this place. Okay, there's a book here, and then there's a... Like, there's another note there. Let's deal with these people. Did they just spawn in? I think they did. Because there's not normally this many people. So you definitely want to be, like, well geared for this. These people are tough. I don't want to do fatalities. Okay. Oh, I got gold coins in a bag. Honestly, you see a bag like that, it needs to be a different looking bag. Because I think it's... I just think it's like waste or something. Okay. We got another note. Right, let's read the notes. Seeker of Fortune, I have a task that requires discretion. I would pay the sum of 300 gold pieces for the capture and safe delivery of the blacksmith Angvar. He can be found at his hovel in the hills east of New Azagarth. Bring him to me with no harm done, and you will be rewarded handsomely. Should you maim or kill him, I'll ensure the molten gold lines your innards before you rot in a shallow grave. The note is sealed in wax, stamped with a raven's foot. Okay. So we need to knock out, presumably, and deliver Angvar, presumably. There's another note. It's not the one before. Fret not, cousin. I'll pick up some exile brutes to do the job with me. If there's anything they're good at, it's swinging a club. Once we return to Stormwatch, I'll gut the dogs. No one will miss them and no one will know we're involved. Okay. Can be found at his hovel. So this is just a note talking about what happened to him. He was taken from there, right? So we don't have to do that. It's just more information about what happened to him, I guess. Was that your interpretation, people? We go back to Freya. Do 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 da 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 da. So I assume we've got the information she needs. Hi.
I wasn't sure you'd be back. Any tidings of Angvar?
I followed the path all the way west to Stormwatch. I found these notes.
I don't recognize the seal of the Raven's Foot, but someone is working behind the scenes. They mentioned the clan. I wonder...
Do you know something?
No, I just suspect something. I must travel to New Azagarth and speak with the tribal elders.
Shall I accompany you?
No, the villagers abhor outsiders. I must go alone. And listen, I have been lying to you. I'm no warrior. Not anymore.
It's fairly obvious. No, I can't say that. What happened?
Before we were brought to the exiled lands, I fought and killed as well as any in my tribe. More so, some called me Valkyrie, after the warrior women of our myths. When we were captured, I took a wound to the arm. It festered, and I took a long time to recover. When I did, I had lost my prowess in battle. My wound has never truly healed, and my ability to fight is all but gone. Angvar was taken, not because he was weak, but because I can't fight.
So I've saddled myself with a useless weakling. This is going to be our friend. We're trying to befriend this person. I'm not going to say that. There's nothing that can be done about the wound.
Perhaps. There is a witch named Hulda. She laid an enchantment on my blade when Angvar forged it for me. She might be able to help.
The thing is, because she's kind of like quite hostile, I feel like people are going to want to be hostile back to her. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, And what should I do in the meantime?
Once I have spoken with the elders and hopefully found Hulda, I should know more about where they have taken Angvar. I will seek you out. You have an encampment in the exiled lands, I assume?
Sure. Show her on your map.
Then look for me there in a few days. And thank you for your help.
Oh, kindness, politeness. Something is on the map. Show on the map. Is anything different? Is there a beam? Nope. Oh, I've written to hostile women. Oh god. It should be made a journey as if you don't know about the 8 hours. You seem to just be left. You just left hanging. Yes. Yeah. So it said show on map, didn't it? Did I miss something? There needs to be like an 8. There's a. Oh no, I put that question mark there. How will I know? What? Here's the you know nothing Jon Snow type. Do you remember the feeling when you very first played Conan? Yeah, I talk about it all the time. Absolutely. So she can find you. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. She'll show up in the tavern. All right, people. So that is the beginning of Lu Fen. Ah, so you can keep talking to her. She doesn't say anything else. Can't speak to her. What's in your box, lady? What's in the box? Okay. I didn't do that. It wasn't me. Chat did it. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Cool. Well, that's the beginning. And we have to wait 8 hours. So it's like 7:40 here. I guess tomorrow we continue this. Greetings, Exiles. Hello, Dawn. Hello. I think you showed her some... I showed her somewhere on the map. Yeah, I guess so. Waited 30 years to play a game like Conan. Anything wrong with it? The game baking bugs. To love Conan is to know there are bugs. That is one of the... I mean, it is one of those things, isn't it, really? I mean, I'm not excusing it, but it is spaghetti. She can't fight back anyway. So shall we go and have a look at some dungeons, friendos? 24-hour stream, I know. 8-hour stream. That's it. Let's go have a look at some dungeons, because I want to see... we did map out a bunch of cages on the map yesterday. You see all these boxes I've put around. I haven't been into dungeons, and I want to see if there's any difference. Unless anybody's like found any that I didn't cover on the stream yesterday. You can either tell me here or you can tell me in the Discord. Anything else you want to particularly see right now before we do this? Could be worse. You could be playing Dustborn. So let's change this title now. Okay. All right. Let's go through the dungeons, shall we, friendos? There's one next to the albino bat, is there? At the Tower of Bats. At the Tower of Bats or in the Name City? Presumably at the Tower of Bats. Which I can never find. I did definitely get most of them last stream, yeah. Yep, look at that. Picked it out. Hi! Ba-da-da-dum. Oi. Wait death. Oh, this is like perfect for leaping off, isn't it? There's one here, is there? There's a cage. Next to the tower, that's the camp. Okay. On the other side of the bridge. Ah. Hello, did you fly? Here we are, here it is. Well done, peeps. There's the jailer. So this is a random cage, I'm going to call this. It doesn't have a... So we've got a tier 1 carpenter. Am I going to end up in a cage? Okay. Random cage. Thank you for that. If you think of any more, if you hear any more, see any more, and let me know. Has rice. Nice! The way the stuff of the triumvirate. Would Conan be the Conan we know if there were no strange oddities? I know that's it, isn't it? Could be worse. You could be playing Dustborn. What is that game that like closed today after having 700 people buy it? What was it, Concord or something? That was kind of crazy. Next to the broken... Oh. She's a Dalph... Okay. So this is a pet peeve of mine. This is an immersion break for me when the they add new NPCs to the game and they don't say the right things. You know, like they're wearing cannibal clothing, but she's saying pirate stuff.
Yog, take me.
Now that's fine. Yog, take me is fine, but Pokey Pokey mate is a pirate thing. You know. Concord, yeah, that's it. Yeah, 700 people or something. It's crazy. I'm sure they'll bring it back as free to play and just slap a load of monetization on it. Cage next to the albino bat. Yeah, so I think we've found those. So, okay, so let's go to the dregs. Cycle through. I'm assuming there aren't any in dungeons. It would be, but I kind of want to be thorough. Dun 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 dun. So we didn't see one here, did we? Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Da da dun. We could ghost or we could do it the more fun way. Aye. Come on then, this way. I haven't used fatalities for ages. It didn't... Okay, it did do the thing. We did have a problem that if... on the last, like, beta that we did, where if you did a fatality, it wouldn't open. So, okay. I need, like, a hotkey to toggle creative, don't I? Let's have a little fly around, see if there's any changes. Dun, 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 dun. I go fatality is fun. Yeah. You like them. Anyone can be a pirate. That's fair. It's fair. I don't want to like reduce her ability to be, you know, pirate and stuff. But I do find it... She should be saying like cannibal stuff, basically. Same with all the others. Oh, she's calling me clever. Dun, 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 dun. Did I miss the spider? I always miss the spider. It's here. Yes. Look at me remembering where the spider is. If you're like having never been here before, I always forget. I always forget the spider. While we're here. Same loot as before. It's just a bit of acid. Calm down, lady. Just a bit of acid. Okay. Hey there, friendos. looking. Okay. Now, hold yourselves back, people. Very attractive creature coming up. Ooh. Oh, so handsome. Oh, so handsome. Okay, chests as usual. And then, I do... Where's the little chain situation? Chain, chain, chain. Here it is. Chain, 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 chain. Now, I find this climb up here to be wholly underwhelming. It's, like, really cool that they added this here, but the stuff you get at the top of the... I don't know how you guys feel about it. I find it very underwhelming. Yeah. Just more stuff that you would just have gotten from the Darfari camp down below. I feel like there should be something a bit more interesting. I can't do my dive. Oh, beautiful. Stuck the landing. I don't have my mouse crouch button banned on the beta version. I gotta remember to change that between streams. It is trash loot, yeah. I love you can climb it. It is very cool that you can climb it. I agree with you. It is definitely a nice little feature. Okay, so let's check out the Palace of the Witch Queen. We're just gonna rule these out. I also want to just visit these dungeons as well, just to check them. So we're at the Palace of the Witch Queen over here. Oh, go. Just so beautiful, this one. It would be really weird for there to be probably broken it now doing this. Oh, it won't let you kill it, admin. Come and never go. I guess it needs to cycle through all the things. Such a beautiful dungeon though, isn't it? Like the particles and everything. It's gorgeous. Yeah, he's already dead. I think we've probably broken it. It was like a musical. There we go. Oh shit. Wait. 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 I wasn't ready. I was speedrunning my own death.
Don't swear.
Never.
I swear.
Factual, absolute facts. These are facts. I don't make the rules. Just stop judging me for my lack of swearness. There we go. Her body disappeared. Oh, that is actually a bug that we've had when we've done this place legitimately. Anyway. Yeah, you have a little sleep, lady. So you're supposed to get the key to Rasma's quarters and the Mask of the Witch Queen from her. And you need the Mask of the Witch Queen. Oh, what a pretty picture. You need the Mask of the Witch Queen for, to craft the keystone to free yourself from the extra land. So she needs to work. I also don't know why, it's not mentioned in the, like, Dungeon Delver journey. We're going to click on the throne to learn the recipes. Oh, the clothing that I'm wearing, if you want to know how to make it, this is where you got to come to learn it, basically. Defeat her and then click on the throne and you can learn this Lemurian garb. Hello, Jim. How are you doing today? She's having none of your admin skills. I know. Note to self, if I do slow-mo 100 in a dungeon, make sure I'm in freaking cloak or god or whatever. Crikey, people. Hello, Limitor. Hello. Oh. Everything's fine. No problem at all. Could you recap the agenda for today's stream for me? No. Well, we went through... I can, of course I can. We went to see the companions, so you won't have any spoilers now, because we have to wait 8 hours until we can do the next stage. So we visited both companions, or future companions, and did the first stage of it. We've got to wait 8 hours for the next stage. Dreg's Palace of the Witch Queen, Midnight Grove would be like the next one. Dun, 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 dun. Have faith, yeah. I don't know if I have faith to play Conan. I'm more like, oh, I'm assuming this isn't going to work because of X, Y, or Z, you know. But I also have had kind of like quite a lot of random issues in that particular dungeon, even though it's gorgeous. All right.
Come to me.
Let's
You have nothing
grab
to
ourselves some
fear.
feral flesh.
I am simply lonely as I await my return.
Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Ba-dum. Go. Bit of feral flesh. Mm-hmm. So it is quite a long time to wait, yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Alone
They don't want people
whispered to me
speed running
of
the
your
the
coming.
companions, I guess. Okay. We bought a potion of midnight, we drink it, we teleport to the Midnight Grove, and we'll run through there. We'll do the bosses. Do, 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 do. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Someone's going to come in a minute and go, I have identified that you are cheating. You will be cancelled. Somebody will come in when I'm on the beta and I'm in like literally admin mode and I'm flying and they're like, I have noticed something that no one else here has noticed, that you are using admin commands. This is an outrage. There must be, you must have your comeuppance or something like that. Like, seriously, people need to touch grass, you know. There we go. So he's dropping the same stuff. Sturdy bone bow, steel greatsword with a variable, like, ability. Another gorgeous, like, dungeon. So beautiful. I'm sure they use their, like, particle and lighting budget on Palace of the Witch Queen, Midnight Grove, and the volcano. The volcano is so stunning, isn't it? Gorgeous. I'm allergic to grass. What should we say? What's like an allergy-friendly version for you then? Breathe fresh air. I'm also allergic to grass, by the way. It's a good response. I'll have to remember that. Same shizzles. Still great sword. Okay, that's the way out. This is the way forwards. How can I explain to the variable perk on weapons? So it's there's a chance for it to have different perks, basically. So different debuffs that you would normally get on other weapons. The variable perk gives you a random perk, basically. Is this the game Sheldon played with Penny and Big Bang? I never watched Big Bang. I don't know. I doubt it. Was Conan featured on Big Bang? Okay. Shield, steel mace, sturdy bone bow. Go outside, another way of getting a life. Do you know what my favourite thing I've said this to you guys before, but my favourite thing to say when I'm playing Overwatch and someone's being really, like, weird when we do quick play Are those braziers always like that? I love to say touch grass because I'm such a hermit and I never go outside unless I really have to. And I love to just say touch grass. I just think it's hilarious. It's my sickest burn. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Okay, nothing new I see in here. Listen, your call is important to us. I'm allergic to stupidity. I break out in sarcasm. I like that one, Falcon. I'm stealing it. Touch grass in the way saying go outside. And go outside in the way saying get life. Yeah, absolutely, yes. So today at the volcano, and yes, nice. Little too hot for my liking. It is supposed to be too hot for your liking, definitely. There are ways to cope with it. Take some ice with you. Did they play Age of Conan? Did they? Oh, that's cool. I never played Age of Conan. But that's very nice for Funcom. My sickest burn is a flamethrower. To the corner, never know. Okay. Do I want to go to wine cellar? We could just do wine cellar while we're here. Do you want me? Should we do the wine cellar? Type 1 if I should do the wine cellar. Type 2 if we should just fly through on our way to do other things. Q is not an acceptable answer. Do it. Vintage. Hello, Creston. How are you, lovely? One. Oh, okay. Do the wine cellar. All right. This is how I'm spec'd. This is my usual fighting shenanigans. This is my clothing. Heavy Stygian soldier armor and perfected heavy sabatons. That's it. Baltier's razor is my weapon of choice. It's a legendary agility two-handed sword. It's my favourite. It doesn't weigh very much at all, 0.1, so you can just carry it around with me. 80 damage and 35% armor pen with a master weapon fitting. Lots of durability. And I also have the Bector Corbin, which is my second favourite weapon. 71 damage, 61% armor pen, and it's an agility hammer. Both agility weapons that are usually strength weapons. That's it. I've got Final Breath of Red Mother, which is this fantastic legendary torch from the Red Mother in the Unnamed City. I've got the Heart's Blood daggers, which apply bleed, and they have gouging, which you can use on undead friendos, which is nice. And if you use them on living flesh creatures, then you can stack both bleed and gouging, which is really useful. But gouging is just like a slightly less strong version of bleed, really. I've got venom infused daggers I probably won't use. Reach the Red Mother. Reach the Red Mother bow, which you get from the Red Mother in the Unnamed City, with a master weapon. Everything's got a master weapon fitting on, except this has got advanced blunted fittings. It's got a advanced tool upgrade kit. There you go. I am buffed, yes, for another hour with agility buffs. And a partridge in a pear tree, indeed. So I'm not in God and Cloak, nor creative. There you go. Hi, Seth. This guy's the guy who drops the truncheon that I'm using. Oh, there you go. We got one. You can tame these relic hunters if you want to. Befriend them, or however you want to say it. Take him to the pop-up gym and whatnot. Nothing unusual or interesting there. Haven't done any dungeons in Conan for like a while, honestly. Ciri the Sorceress, my kind of sorcery playthrough character. I don't think she's done, maybe just the dregs, right? I do want to continue that playthrough. I do want to cover the beta, though.
Like the Cobra exile, my bite's death.
I don't want to do fatalities. Thanks very much. Thanks for your call. Your call is interesting. Use our Bector Corbin a bit. Okay, let's have a look at loot and stuff while we're here. Gold and silver and whatnot. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Quite often there's Kari steel here. I've got like full guides to this on my YouTube channel. Hi. I've come to befriend you. Listen, pokey people. We don't like pokey people. Poking is cheating. I'm ignoring your situation. So yeah, these guys are mini bosses. They have a chance to drop their armor, which is Silent Legion for these guys, which is really good. Part of the hero clears your corruption. It has an expiry of like 40 minutes though. Bye. Excellent. She's going to have a little sleep now. Greetings. Listen, Corrupto friendo. The one thing I don't like about this dungeon is it's dark, and if you want to use your agility weapons, you really have to use like a short sword and a torch if you kind of want to see. I mean, it's fine, you can do it, but on stream it's a bit dark, I think, personally. Just one kind of minor complaint. You can obviously do a sorcery and imbue wisp if you want to. Maybe we should have done that. I guess we'll do that one, Ciri the sorceress. I've been doing a lot of Valheim recently, so it's probably good for me to do a bit of fighting. I don't actually have my short sword with me either. I wallop you with my torch. I did that with full respect. That was very respectful. Where are you? I hear you. Hey, mini boss. Hello, sir. Can I use my hammer? $4,500 HP. Gotta make sure you have some stamina to roll away from this guy. Fortunately, he comes with his own headlamp. These guys don't get staggered at all these days, which is always kind of crazy and a bit creepy to me. Don't want to get clobbered by that hammer, though. There we go. Fragments and curry stew. Alright, alright. Am I going... Oh, we're going to go across the water this time. Wins flawless, flawless victory. There we go. Should be a chest with Grey Lotus here. Yeah. So this looks the same. Loot looks the same. I'm so glad to have my mods running, honestly. So pleased. This one bugs me just because it's so dark here. But I like that this skelly guy is like working for us. Just 16 damage to me. Okay, 47. Depends on the attack, I suppose. Get him, Skelly. Get him, Neff. There we go. Thanks for your assistance. You can die now. Sir, don't poke. We don't poke, do we? There we go. This guy drops the Kari water skin, which gives you more sips out of your drink. You win a corner cookie. Oh, did you like that torch? I lit the torch. Yeah, you could click on the torches, interact with them and light them. Yep. Wait till its effect passes before starting a boss fight. Oh, Dreams of August Powder is the best option. It seems you're out of the desert daytime. You can still use both hands of weapons, shield, etc. Yeah. I mean, I find the Argos. What is it called? What is it called? We picked some up yesterday. Argosian Dream Dust, it's called, isn't it? I hate the way it looks. I hate the effect in here. I just find it too, like, washed out and stuff. Can I switch that back off again? No. I don't like the way it looks. It's just so... It just kind of loses a lot of the atmosphere. I hear you. I think it's, like... It is a decent solution. But I don't like the way it looks, personally. Oh, that's a lot of people. Fought with the wrong woman, sir. Did you think I was going to die? Yeah, I mean, if you're doing a strength build, you could use the watch blade. You could use Jedi's great saber glows, right? You could use an axe. You could use glimmer moon axe. What am I forgetting, people? I'm sure there are more glowy things. There are also masks that give you this night eye effect. I don't know. I think the dungeon looks really cool. And then I don't like it with this effect on it, really. Yeah. Cookies. What's a corner cookie? This is a meme that has developed in this community. If people say a dad joke, they get sent to the corner. And then so people have joke about the fact that they're going to eat cookies in the corner, and you're not supposed to have cookies in the corner. It's very hard to explain. Okay, we've lost the effect now, right? Have we lost the effect? No, we haven't. It's still active. So yes, it's really hard to explain. Ooh. All right, mate. For it to match is weird. How did you hit me? I guess I was coming out of my roll. Used to do so much damage. All of these like mini bosses, and they nerfed them. I don't know how I feel about that. I think the fact that they just deleted your thralls was a problem. Yes, they did like 500 damage in one hit. Some craziness. I know I do like 300, but I'm spec to the 9s. Oh my, listen, mate. I was robbed. Sir! I don't know if he's ever killed me before. I got my resurgence. Rude. Anyway, yes, fragments of power along here. I think on servers there's more of them. I don't know why. There used to always be like 5 there. A couple of legendary chests here as well. Where you could get either of these 2 weapons that I'm using. Decent loot. Especially padding. Okay, there's still padding in dungeons. Okay. We need a corner synonym beginning with B. I don't know any dad jokes, probably because I am a dad. I think that's really where the name comes from. And a quote of the day, what else am I forgetting, people? Spider, don't forget the spider. Oh, God. Actually reasonably timely reminder today. Hard to imagine Anna explaining herself if she were ever detained by law enforcement. Really? You think I'd struggle to explain myself? Notably, Anna has never commented on biscuits in the corner. Because their cookies are not biscuits. They are specifically like the type of biscuit that we call cookie in Britain. Is that like a good loophole? Not sure if you would, but here's a content idea. No harvest challenge on an official PvP server. I get people asking me to do PvP all the time. I just don't want to. I just don't feel like it. I have to enjoy myself to make content. I mean, never say never. Maybe one day I will for the shits and giggles or whatever, but I don't want to. I like PvE officials. I like it's cozy, you know. Dream dust irritating to me, though I have a torch. I can catch a shadow more often to attack even in the dark. Exactly. I've never sworn in my life, chat. Goodness me. Stop making up lies. Do you think I have a hard time? Do I think you'd have a hard time explaining yourself? Yes, I do. Interesting. They got rid of thralls, no more friends saved to persuade to work. I follow. They haven't gotten rid of anything. You can still, like, there are still fighters in the game. I'm just running around doing stuff, and as we were going through dungeons, I said, do you want me to do this dungeon, or should I just fly through it and check for new things? And people said, do it. So there you go. But no, there's still crafters. There's still fighters, still crafters. Yep, absolutely. And you can still knock people out, put them in the wheel, befriend them. Dad jokes are awesome, and his... PvP's not my thing. Did it about first 1,000 hours, got tired of it. Did you spend 1,000 hours? I went on so I started in single player with friends, then I played PvE officials. So I tried like PvEC, PvE on officials, and really liked PvE officials because it meant that I wasn't using the admin stuff. Because if you, a lot of you will know what I'm talking about. If you play on single player, you could just like, well, I could just spawn it in, I guess. And it just stops being fun. So I played PvE officials, and then I tried PvP like a couple of times. I mean, literally all I did was just go onto a server, build a little thing somewhere that was reasonably tucked away. And you know the drill. I came in the next day, and there was a big hole in my base, and a sandstone situation, and my stuff was gone, and it was barely anything. And I was like, yeah. And I killed someone's bearer and took their stuff, and I was like, cool, yeah. And I don't know, it just didn't give me the thrill, you know. I played PvP in Overwatch, and that's good enough for me, as far as I'm concerned. It gives me my, like, you know, lets me be mean, although I do play a support character. So yeah, it's just not for me. But I mean, you know, if you enjoy it, absolutely, more power to you. Just isn't my thing really in this game. Plus, I do believe that there's a lot of like things like, you know, undermeshing and exploits and stuff like that that spoil it for people, and you know, it's just doesn't excite me. There you go. Listen, pokey dude. Stop trying to poke us. So the reason I carry the Vector Corbin is because I really just enjoy using it, but I really like it for bosses. Especially just heavily armored undead friendos who otherwise don't experience many other debuffs. I could use the Heart's Blood. These are my favourite daggers really these days. There you go. See, it stacks like bleed, but it isn't bleed, it's gouging. Because he's undead. He shouldn't be bleedable. Listen, mate, you're just annoying me. There you go. See, these are venom-infused daggers, so they will bleed and poison a living creature, but they're not doing that to him because he's undead. They just do the base damage. And obviously I have points in agility and armor that buffs agility. But these are really good. If he was a living creature, he would both bleed and gouge. Ooh, we got a pristine Kari bow. Lovely. It's pretty pretty. Go. It used to be incredibly rare drop. It's much less rare now. But it was way too rare. There was like 1% chance of getting it or something. 29 health damage, 9% armor pen. It's a very good bow. Reach of the Red Mother. This has obviously got a master weapon fitting on it. That does 39 and 21. Should we do a master weapon fitting on this just to be kind of... just to do a bit of a comparison? There we go. So without the master weapon fitting, it does 29 and 9% armor pen. And with the master weapon fitting, it does 34 and 21. So the Reach of the Red Mother is still better. There you go. Beautiful. Because this isn't a playthrough, I'm not going to keep it. I'm just going to drop it. All right. Onwards, friendos. No poking allowed. That's it. I do like the two-handed sword for groups of enemies. I really like it for purges. Because of the cleave, you can just really cleave through a huge amount of people at the same time, or skeletons. YouTube, if you're listening. Yeah, so purges, I really like it. Siege of El Mariah, I really like it if I do it completely solo, which I've done a bunch of times. Let's have a quick snack because they make us happy. But yeah, I really like the Bector Corbin as well, just for when I switch to heavily armored enemies. And quite often enemies that use a hammer as well. Apart from like, yeah, if they use a hammer, I like to use a hammer too sometimes. They tend to be like very armored friendos. There's another mini boss in there. He used to do so much damage, he terrified me. So he only did 100 there. I used to have to be extra careful. I've lost a bit of respect for him now. Go. He died. Woohoo. There you go, a bit of Kari steel. You need that metal to craft the Kari weapons that you get from the recipes at the end of this dungeon from the boss. And also for the armor from the recipes at the end as well. Hi. These blue guys will corrupt you. Anytime you see these torches, you can light them. There we go. Yes. Hello, Steel. How are you, lovely? Just clearing my throat for my Leroy Jenkins walker. I look out Ashlands. Oh, good luck. I might do some Valheim on Saturday. I do really like it for my late night Saturday streams. So I might do that on Saturday. I'm kind of missing it a little bit. Shocked for a moment there. Yeah, no, they haven't. I like doing all the damage myself, really. And that's why I do have a bit of a sorcery playthrough going at the moment. Because to force me to like use other kind of features in the game. I just like to put all my points into like damage and, you know, spec up to a lot of agility and then just go around like destroying creatures. Yes. Maybe it's better than no. Maybe it's better than no. I do know you could help a lot of honest players on official PvP. I can see you helping noobs, but some PvP is mostly toxic. Yeah. I don't want to like spend my time messing with people, I guess. Yeah, what I really liked about PvE officials is that people would like help each other and, you know, you'd do dungeons together and stuff. And it was just a way to chill out. I don't want to be in a clan with people generally. I want to just have my own stuff. I want to farm stuff myself and things. And I did help players on like PvE officials. I think, you know, when people used to say, oh, you should start a YouTube channel and all that stuff, you know, because I just used to like you know, give people like full lessons like constantly about stuff. But yeah, I just, you know, I do my PvP in Overwatch, and that's fine for me. Which I play off stream. I don't stream that. I mean, sometimes I stream it on my second channel. For funsies, you know, just to hang out. Pokes Anna, stop it. What about Leroy Jenkins? I'm no PvP guy. I guess I'm not competitive enough. Yeah, I'm definitely competitive, definitely, but not in this game. You know, well, yes, but in a different kind of way, I guess. I don't know. I mean, games on a PvE official, I go single player only to experiment training and stuff like that. But yeah, I think single player is really good for like playing around in creative modes if you want to like mock up a building that you're going to build on an official server, because, you know, just to give you a bit of an idea. But then nowadays you'll get your mats back with your build hammer, won't you? As an introvert, the biggest issue with PvP in Conan is it involves other people. Yes, specifically seems to attract the type of people I try to avoid. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you play on officials or just generally PvE, you can keep to yourself, and then no one will. You don't have to like deal with anybody if you don't want to. I agree with that. Got burned on PvP ages ago when players' PC made a huge difference in connection and action speed. I was constantly owned by the rich. Oh, yeah. Well, I like to hang out on a stream. She attracts the people I do like to hang with. I'm glad to hear that. Being better against someone just doesn't do anything for me. It's a far greater challenge to be better with them to reach our goal together. I mean, that's totally fair. YouTube is always... I know. No, they are always listening. Do you find a player is much better challenge than AI so far? Yeah, sure, yeah. How does the eternal struggle to go with YouTube and Conan Flame Goddess? They still hating these vids? I haven't had as many problems recently, Creston, but I have been doing a lot of Valheim. At the beginning of the series, the Sorcerer's series, we were doing... I had like a couple, certainly, of like VODs that were limited monetization. I had to kind of ask for a human review, and then I had a couple of like... I had a short that definitely was marked as limited as well. I think you could have light if you use a one-handed weapon since you don't use a shield. Yeah, that's what I used to do when I was doing strength builds. I would carry a torch, and I would use a Festering One axe, or Axe of the Lion, or Yog's Touch. That was my favourite kind of weapon of choice, really, because you could cleave through groups in NPC camps and stuff like that. But since I like agility nowadays, since they've changed things, I like to just use my two-handed sword and my hammer. There you go. Otherwise, I could use a short sword and a torch. I do that if I go to the back caves over here. If I go to these caves up here, which aren't marked on my map currently, then I like to use a short sword probably, and a torch. Wow, that was hard to say, wasn't it? There's a world boss in here. I don't really enjoy this world boss because it corrupts you. And it does kind of pull you into the corruption as well. So we could use our gouging situations on this guy. So he should gouge and bleed. Should get a double debuff. He's like, oh, she's not even here. That's, you see, I hate it. Usually I let my thrall deal with this guy, or I skip it altogether. But then partly because it's also quite a dark place, and I usually farm like the overworld spider boss. The effect looks cool though, I must say. There's some chests in here. No legendary chests these days, though. Alright. Nearly out here. Variety is the spice of life. By the way, have you been thinking of starting a new game series? Have I been thinking of doing a new game series? Do you mean like just a different game? I'm probably at some point, I've got no idea when, going to do an off-stream recorded, like, Enshrouded series, but I don't know when I'm going to do that. Also, there's an update for Nightingale coming out. I will be covering that. Yep. Playing on PvE officials, it's been fun, and yeah, people help each other. I like that, don't you? It's nice. And I've made friends from, like, playing PvE as well. To get into really complex games setting with mods like Cristorio or Piner Duns. Can't really motivate myself. Watch your channel because I try to get a better player in many different ways. Oh, bless you, Jim. Self-improvement. Corpse run time. Oh, good luck, Creston. You're in Valheim at the moment. It's an undead spider, or a demon spider, it's called, I believe. Yep. But it is a world boss, so it's just like a normal boss. So we didn't harvest it actually, did we? We normally get you should harvest those bosses, you'll get a skeleton key. That you can use in the chests at the end here. It used to be that legendary chests were located next to world bosses, and now they're located in dungeons. Usually at the end of a dungeon. In fact, yeah, we saw the ones earlier. Yeah, I was thinking I'd missed some. Dun 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 dun. Hi there. Do 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 do. What were we looking for? We were looking to see if there are any cages in dungeons, but I haven't seen any. Do 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 do. Any thoughts about Bellwright? I have Bellwright and I haven't played it yet. Yep, I have a few things like that. Let's have a cleansing brew to remove our corruption. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. I'm also just generally looking to see if there are any changes to dungeons on the beta. Right. Are we ready, people? Gird your loins and whatnot. Okay. Gotta click on those. This is like a multi-phased fight. It's a really cool fight. Ooh, I'm so angry. Always gets the top of my head. So he's an undead guy. His name is Thag. You can't bleed him, but we've got these heart's blood daggers you can gouge him with. Or we could use our hammer to sunder him and do a lot of damage. He's got a huge amount of HP though. Okay, avoid the glowy bits. It hurts. Okay, that's the first phase. Ooh, got the top of my head. Should really go sideways outwards. Sit. As his health gets down to a certain point, go to the next phase. I like how quick I am when I'm using my daggers. I feel very nimble. I can roll out of my attacks really quickly. Okay, next phase. So we're going to ignore the boss for a minute. We got an addition of added friendos. We'll deal with this floor bit first. And we'll ignore the boss, deal with these friends. Where are you going, buddy? He's going for his... I'm gonna go for a snack. Okay. We ready, people? I'm hoping that they deal with the collision in the future. Not sure when they're going to do that, but let's hope, shall we? Should do more hammer. There's a visual bug that's been around for a while. We go next phase. More floor, more ads. Okay, we'll ignore the boss. Just doing one right click and then rolling to avoid getting staggered. Where is he going? He's like de-aggroing really quickly. That is weird, isn't it? Never seen that before. This is where I get greedy. There we go. And he's down. There you go. We got Kari Raider armor weapon schematic. There you go, and some Kari steel. There we go. And then there's, thank you very much. We got some legendary chests here. Should we see what's in them? So we get the keys from defeating world bosses. Skeleton keys. Go see what's in it. We've got Papyrus Blades, which 74 damage, 24% armor pen, and Paper Cut. Strangely familiar axe. It looks like the Festering one, but it isn't. 67 damage, no armor pen. Very little durability. I don't remember it. That's very little durability. Has it always been like that? And it weighs 8. Gavin's Rusty Pike, 59 damage, 9% armor pen, and it does this diseased debuff. 4,200 durability. Black Dragon Pike. Oh, we put it back in. 65 damage, 7% armor pen, bleed, and that amount of durability. We get rid of this as well. There we go. I don't remember that axe having 900 durability. Does anyone know on the live version? I'm sure you have it in your boxes. Dun, 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 dun. De-aggroed. Maybe it's a beta thing. I don't know. 3 of 4 corpses recovered. Oh, bless you. One sec, friendos. Dun, dun. Dun. There you go. If you want to know what's new, that's the link to my video about the new H. All right. Okay, so I'm assuming there aren't any cages in any of the dungeons. We've checked Palace of the Witch Queen, the Dregs. We've checked Midnight Grove. We've checked what is it called? The Wine Cellar. We could check Dagon. Maybe I'm gonna do the dungeon. Maybe we'll do it. Do. The mods are listed in the Discord. Exclamation mark mods Conan. Let me deal with this guy. Oh, but quality of life only. Did you check the corners too? Let's have a quick run to the Dagon dungeon. See if there's anything different. I don't have any underwater breathing stuff. What should we use? Potion or a rip? Let's use a Riptide. You can get this from the Bat Boss in the Unknown City. When you equip it, it gives you underwater breathing, basically. Make sure you don't throw it. Just equip it and unequip it and be really careful. Because I have thrown mine many times over the years. Apart from that, you can use underwater breathing potions or underwater breathing masks. And you get the breathing masks from over here. Like there? Question mark? I don't have it marked, but where the animal tamers are. I'm not going to do this whole dungeon right now.
Stay back.
Dun, 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 dun,
Watch out.
dun. Unfortunately, it's going to be difficult to dive gracefully. Shall I try? Run, space, and C. Yeah, I missed it. I don't have my crouch bound to my mouse. So my breath timer is frozen because of the Riptide Spear. This is the Dagon dungeon. Always check the corners, leave no man behind. Yep. So we may as well check through the dungeons while we're here. See what's new. I don't want to do fatalities. The guy at the top drops pills. The guy that we didn't fight. And this guy drops pills. And then there's tablets in all of these dungeons. Or these like little rooms to click on. So learn recipes. So make sure you do that. Everybody after this guy, you want to harvest the body. Apart from like the prisoners. Because they're fish creatures and they will give you scales. You want scales from them. So we're just going to head down this slope. We started up there. We've been in one place. We're going to go to here. There's loads of boxes around with money in them and good loot. So yeah, we'll go here and then there, and then we're going to zigzag our way down to the final boss chamber. Did you check the cave that you can farm reptile armor set? Sobek, yes, we checked Sobek yesterday, Reaper. If you're talking about for cages, yes. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not going back to Ashens until my bone mass recycles. That's very smart, honestly. Yep. Bye. I'm quick too. If there's two of you, you could just like permanently stagger this guy. But you will run out of stamina and we'll need to kind of give it a moment. He's very quick. There we go. Tablet is here for him. Let's check his loot. Yep, so I want to harvest him. I'll show it once. For a scale of Dagon. There you go. You also get a bunch of putrid meat, which you can put in your compost heap or you can drop on the ground. Just going to drop it. There you go. We got the tablets. Wait, I pressed I pressed R. I've been playing too much Valheim. Hello, Anankajan. How you doing? We did we're having a look at the beta. Yesterday we looked at crafters and cages. And then today we looked at companions at the beginning of the stream. That's over now, so if you kind of don't want any companion spoilers, we've got to wait 8 hours. Spoiler alert. We've got to wait 8 hours after the first stage for both of them. So we won't be able to do anything with companions till like tomorrow. Unless I stream for like 24 hours, which is be absurd. So we started both companion quests. And then now we're just like checking dungeons to see if there are any cages, to see if there's any differences to any of the things in them, basically. Checking the like gameplay, seeing if anything's broken. You got to harvest these guys as well for the scales. Hi there, sir. This guy will flop down and do poison on you, poison you in like a spray. This is like AoE spray as well of poison as well. He's a pain in the butt. Is it he or is this daughter of Dagon? I forget which one's which. So that like little spin that he did. I don't know how you check a fish creature for their like sex, but I assume it isn't the same as checking a person. Being that he's not a mammal. There we go. Yeah, daughter of Dagon. I thought so. Lemurian language dictionary. Harvest that person for a scale as well, just with anything. You can use like a stone axe if you want to, but you really want those for a lot of the crafting recipes. Click on the recipe. What was that? Dagon's breath. Underwater breathing potion. Okay. 24 hours stream. I think the Saturday stream will probably be like a late start, like the usual Saturday streams, all going to plan. It won't be another like 5:30 start or 5:15 start and then like 7 hour like stretch. That was ridiculous. And it might be Valheim. It depends how things go. I didn't see any cages at Sep and Ankashan, no. Wait, 8 hours. 8 hours IRL. Yeah, IRL, yes. Checking the fins. I don't know what you... I didn't say checking the fins. Make sure you harvest them. Harvest the bodies and you'll get scales from them, like we did the first fish creature. In my opinion, late starts are too much of the thing. That's news to us. Well, I didn't ask you, Creston. Thank you very much. There we go. Harvest that guy as well. There's loads of coins and gold and silver in all these. There we go. All these, you can just loot that. There we go. Back in the water. Yes, to the corner, yes. Yes. There we go. To the next. They went how to tell the difference between... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Check the pin. I see. That's it. Yeah, I did used to have like tropical fish once upon a time. And I remember it being kind of difficult to tell which ones were boys and girls on those as well. You end up with a bunch of baby fish. It's kind of funny. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Is your server open? It is, yes. It is it's not the beta server, obviously. It's just the main version of the game. This guy's a bleed guy. He used to be much scarier. Tell you what, my frames are really holding out nicely. I've been capping my frames to 60 when I stream recently. I just find it to be better on the eyes to be consistent. When I'm not streaming, obviously, it's not as taxing on my computer. But because I stream and play the game on the same PC, it does reduce my frames, whatever I do. These guys, you can just pick them up if you want to. They weigh a lot, though. They weigh like 50 or something, probably. Or you can, when you killed them, you can harvest them for ichor. And they just keep spawning, or they should keep spawning. Yeah, there you go. So you could stand in here and just farm ichor for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. But make sure you've got like a bearer or a horse, because it will weigh a decent amount. But yeah, they should keep spawning even after the boss has died. There you go. Yeah. Pause, chump. There you go. Deep sea fisher. This is the recipe for improved fish traps. You want to catch rare fish. Rare fish give you buffs, which are cool, like agility and strength and all sorts of different features or whatever. You can only have one food buff and one potion buff at the same time these days. So, there you go. Think about that. Sushi. Yeah, that's it. This is the sushi place. Is it PvP or PvE? It's a PvE server, yeah. Quality of life mods, 2 times harvesting, friendly. Don't build next to other people. That's it. There you go. The rules are in the Discord and on the server when you log in as well. Right. So far everything seems the same, doesn't it? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this guy's also really quick. And has daggers, which are annoying. He's holding the daggers of Dagon that you can learn at the end of this dungeon. I do miss, when I play Valheim, I do miss feeling as control of my character as I do in this game. I miss the nimbleness. Make sure you harvest him as well. There we go. And this is the Lemurian aloe extract, which you use the scales to craft that recipe. It's just an improved healing potion that I never bother with. I only use really concentrated. Can I transfer characters? The game does not have character transfers at the moment. So yeah, it's not that my server doesn't have character transfers. There's no such thing at the moment. I mean, unless I missed something. Especially don't build next to smelly barbarians. Their shenanigans will keep you up all night. That's it. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. So yeah, you'll have to start fresh. Is this the only place you can get those recipes? It is, yes. On the Exiled Lands, yes it is. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It is quite a tough dungeon. Make sure you like level 60. You want to bring a thrall with you, really. A level 20 thrall, good armor, with a legendary weapon, ideally, or, you know, or a star metal weapon with a blade crafted by a bladesmith or something, like something good. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be crafted with a bladesmith, but make sure they've got healing foods on them. There we go, harvest him too. You can pull this lever and it'll open the doors to these cages. There are prisoners. They used to be peaceful, now they will attack you. The doors will close automatically, but you should not ever get locked in here. I have tested it. They won't close while you're actually in there. Oh yeah. Moat not found. It's still not... So it's still a thing. The bug. Am I still safe? Yeah. The fatality bug. I can't equip my weapon. That's even worse, actually. Because I think pressing... I've got to wait for him to die before I can equip my weapon. Will they hit me? They can't hit me. This has been a bug since Age of War. He's got to die. There we go. He died now, so now I can equip it. Yeah. That's unfortunate that that's still a thing. So I usually have fatalities switched off, because you can't necessarily control if you're going to do a fatality or not, perform a fatality or not. So if you don't want that to happen when you go into dungeons, just turn off fatalities in your settings. I forget where it is now. It's not in here, right? General. Combats. There we go. Enable fatalities. I turn it off just because of YouTube. I don't want to kind of, you know, trigger any limited monetization situations. If you want to get to them, you have to pull the lever again and come back round. Another fish guy. Make sure you harvest this guy too. There you go. I think these all open when that gate opens as well. But yeah, so you have to like open it and then run around. There's decent loot in the boxes in there, so they're worth fighting. If you want to min-max, make sure you harvest him too. He's a fish creature. Bugs, Conan. This is the that's it. Yeah. Most annoying part of the dungeon fatality bug is that it's not all dungeons, and I can never remember which ones it does affect. Interesting. Ah. Okay. Make sure you harvest these guys too. I'm just not going to bother today because we're just doing beta testing. Hello, Albert. Just use your mods after watching other vids. It's for me and my mates to get together now we're apart. Thanks ever so much. Joy to watch. Thank you. You mean you use the mods that I use on my stream? Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I mean, thanks to the modders for making them. Glad you're enjoying yourself though. It's good. Good to hear. So if you come here by yourself for the first time, or even with a thrall or anything, I really recommend you bring a bow. And if you're not like super confident to have like an all-out fight with all these people together, then you should be able to just... Okay, this bug has been around for a long time. It continues to be reported. Take a screenshot. There we go. It's only when you draw a bow. Basically, the game thinks that you're underwater. It doesn't last forever, though. Okay. Now, I have max agility. The good thing about these guys is they won't all aggro if one of them aggroes. Like a chain aggro, which is really nice. So now we'll bring this boss over. If I go too close to them, they will all aggro together, obviously. This is a small space, so it is kind of risky to bring him in here. But if I stay in here, I won't aggro the rest of them. This guy's chaos drives me crazy, honestly. I don't like it very much. But I've got very heavy armor on, so I can take it. There we go. Harvest him as well. Then we'll go for these big fish fellas. Should we fight them both at the same time? Go on, bring on the chaos. So there's the gas guy. This is the bleed guy. Probably a good idea to make sure you've got plenty of heals on your hotbar before you get in here. I really like the Festering one, which is a poison axe, so that while you're off healing up, they're still taking damage. I really like to use venom-infused daggers, or used to use those quite a lot in here. But yeah, if you can really like use the length of this place. If you need to like escape and heal, you draw them to one end, and then run all the way, or run all the way away here. Then you can like heal up over here before they reach you. There's another boss at the top though, so you probably don't want to go up there, because if you aggro here as well. Oh my god. Albert, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you. Aw. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Streamer feature each Insta hot tub when no, it's not a streamer feature. Has it never happened to you? You could add a half wall. Oh, that YouTube would care much about that. I've seen worse than other streams. Yeah, that's the thing, because I really don't swear, generally speaking. Really don't swear, and I'm quite careful about what I say. But even when I'm really watching what I say, make sure you harvest these guys for fish stuff, all of them, all of these little fellas. And you'll end up with like 13 or like 18 scales of Dagon, I forget how many. Then we've got the boss, so she's with a couple of people. She's a dagger person. She stacks like a lot of bleed on you. You can be in serious trouble. That's why I like agility, really. I never do backflips. Unless I'm over encumbered and I want to move. Now, these doors sometimes close when you haven't, like, you're not ready to leave yet. Has that happened to you recently on the Age of War, friendos? There we go. She drops the weapons as well. Daggers of Dagon. So you'll learn the recipe at the end over here. So you go out the jungle way. I'll show you before the doors close, just in case they do. That's the jungle way. That will put you back by the boat, exactly where you went into the dungeon. And then this one will take you to the Sentinels on Noob River, not too far from like Sinner's Refuge and stuff like that. I like leaving by the desert way, but it's because it's a good way to get back home. But yeah, if you want to kind of continue exploring the jungle afterwards, or speak to Lufen or whatever, the companion dude. These are all obviously legendary chests. Do I want to look at them? Reaver's Axe 63 and 15. Jedi's Great Saber 71 and 23. It's a light source weapon. Vaulting Pole 60 and 9%. I'm not picking them up because I don't want them right now. Shield of Kutamun 15,000 durability. Health damage 52, armor pen 13, but it has a durable perk, so it's still our durability. Gavin's Rusty Pike again, and Splinter, which is bow that fires arrows which always break. There you go. Not that I ever really noticed that. Make sure you click on the tablet to learn the Daggers of Dagon, which is the weapon that she was using, the boss was using. Yeah, you see, the doors have shut. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to report that. Like, literally, how long have we been in here? So you would be locked in here if you didn't have admin controls. Yeah. Because you can't get back out unless you took your bracelet off. Level cap is 60. What about attributes? What do you mean? Do you have 60 points to spend across all these attributes? This is how I spend mine. Yep. So you get to level 60, and each time you get level up, you get a point. So you get 60 points. Hands you a cookie. What has he said? Welcome to Firefly Shenanigans. Yeah. Anna never swears, not at all. Yeah. Sarcasm. There's not sarcasm. I never swear at all. Need someone to rely on to get the good gen. Oh, thank you very much, Albert. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Shares his arm in milk. There you go. All right. So we're going to have to admin teleport out of here. So we've checked the wine cellar. We could check in the Well of Skelos. We didn't go all the way through it, did we? Yesterday? I had some weird things when I tried to admin teleport into it yesterday. We just spend carefully, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, fortunately we're not like in the ground or something this time. Yeah, you can respec. Obviously, because I'm in admin mode, I can just press that button. You can drink a potion of bestial memory, which will reset your attributes only. Potion of natural learning will reset your feat points to learn like recipes. Yes. So yeah, potion of bestial memory, which you craft in your alchemist bench, is what you need. So we didn't see a cage in here when we flew around yesterday. We're going to go through the dungeon. Just check it. Yeah, so what I suggest you do is like early game, maybe put like maybe at least the first 2 perks in expertise, because you're going to find a lot of loot around the map that's very handy, like you know, full durability tools like hardened steel tools or star metal tools, depending on which camp you go to, or steel tools or iron tools, that kind of thing. So I would say spend at least up to the 2nd perk in expertise, just so you can carry everything. And put down some boxes near some NPC camps, collect some things like that. Eventually, you'll work out if you know, put some points in strength or agility, maybe the 1st perk in agility, maybe some points in strength if you like strength weapons. I like to use daggers and then just agility legendaries and things like that. But quite often you'll find strength legendaries before you find agility legendaries. And you won't have master weapon fittings or good mods to put on them yet. So you might want to put points in strength. And then some points in vitality. The 1st perk in vitality gives you passive regeneration, which is very handy in a fight, long fights with bosses and things like that. You want some points in grit to give you some stamina. And then later on, so, you know, just gradually be like, oh, I feel like I need a bit more health. Just kind of gradually kind of add bits. And then expect to reset a couple of times maybe, but definitely when you get to like level 60. And you'll know kind of then what sort of weapon type you want to use. Yeah, and then you can respec multiple times. I generally will respec for harvesting. I'll put like max expertise for harvesting so that I've got beast of burden so I can move at full speed whilst over encumbered. And then if I'm going to do any buildings, particularly big buildings, not like little shacks, then I want this perk. Structural integrity. It gives you 25% more stability when you're building, which is very handy if you're building and you're going to like anything more than just like a little box, because then you don't have to use pillars as often to add stability. There you go. How do you guys like to spec up? No glitches or exploits. What do you think is the best way to level thralls? My favourite way to level thralls is just to play the game and take them with me. I'm not trying to like mass level them though. If I'm trying to mass level them, I guess I would do something I'm going to do anyway, so I'm not wasting my time. So I would take them to the unnamed city to fight skeletons. They don't give you as much XP as they used to do, but they have good loot and you'll get legendary weapons while you're doing it. And fragments of power to get recipes, things like that. So I would still just take them to the unnamed city. When they're very early on in the game and you're very early on in the game, I wouldn't fight the bosses. I would just fight the skeletons because, you know, it's a lot quicker and there's loads of skeletons in the unnamed city. You can fight the apes and stuff in the jungle too. I think their XP has been nerfed quite a lot from those. So yeah, there you go. That's what I would do. But yeah, I think the best way to level them is to do something you're going to be doing anyway that will give you other advantages rather than just try to level them. If you want to, obviously you can do the Siege of Almeria and climb in and just kill the boss with your thrall on like a distant follow distance, far follow distance, or however you want to say it. We definitely went up there, didn't we? I don't think we actually went through this dungeon yesterday. Yeah, and then you just get a huge amount of XP from that. From Almeria. But yeah, I would just do what you're going to do anyway. Take them with you. Yeah, on the current version of the game anyway. Oh, the whites, W-I-G-H-T, the undead guys. Okay. I don't remember if we went all the way through here. I don't think we did. Just want to see if anything's different. I think these guys... oh, so these guys were broken on Age of War. They wouldn't attack. They haven't been fixed. I'm only very hot. There we go. Now I'm okay, extremely hot. So I'm eating ice to cool down. So yeah, these guys were broken. Let me split that. Chop the spare truncheon. Yeah. So these guys are still broken, aren't they? I'm not in God or Cloak. I'm not in creative mode. They won't attack you still on the beta for Age of Heroes. They just won't attack at all. Okay. Chests seem to be giving the same stuff. Lots of dragon powder. He's a dagger guy. Dagger guys were working. Yeah, it's just bow guys that weren't. Let's get the other guy over there. Maybe we'll get that sword of champions, and then we'll use a one-handed sword. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. It didn't receive payment for the last attack until they're on strike. That's it. Who can blame him? I got daggers too. So he's a flesh guy. You can bleed and gouge him. Well, he's a serpent, but he's a flesh guy. Did we get it? We didn't. We just got a hardened steel mace. Was it the box, peeps? I can't remember if it's the box or that dude. I feel like it was the dude that sometimes drops the... What is it called? Champignon. Okay, that's definitely not how you spell it. Sword of Champions, right? AC3 damage, 20% armor pen, 900 durability. Is that durability nerfed? I don't remember if it was like that before. I'm gonna have to check the main. Parcel tongue. I always think it sounds like parcel tongue, yeah. Yeah. The knowledge I unlocked. Whites, what, yeah, that whites, that's what they're called, that's it. Did have something today, not sure if it's a bug, but all my skills reset. I don't know, maybe. What were the circumstances? If you drank a potion of bestial memory, that would have done it. Wait, I was trying to eat ice here. I heard that noise and voice for the first time. It nearly scared me to unfriended. I just wasn't expecting how creepy it was. Yeah, it is very creepy, definitely. It's like in the dregs. That's quite creepy. That's very Harry Potter, I think. Definitely. Yeah. It's the snake's full title. Please forgive me for not being active in chat today. I'm in charge of cooking dinner. I'll be in the kitchen just listening and following on my phone here on YouTube. All right, lovely. Absolutely fine. Glad to have you with us. Good night, Sculptor. Bonne nuit to you too. Alrighty. So, shall we use that? Or should we just use a star metal short sword? There we go. One we could craft. I'm not even going to put a master weapon fitting on it. So if I was going to craft that, I would want to try and make it with a bladesmith, ideally, or an edgesmith. Edgesmith would add armor pen. Bladesmith would add damage. These guys have so much HP, though. Probably what I'll do, because I am using some mods on the game. If I run into any bugs, I will try without the mods. I think you're a wizard, Anna. Exactly. Precisely. No potions loaded and it was reset. Maybe update. So if you haven't played for a while, when the game updates, sometimes there's sometimes maybe your attributes will reset. Is it darker in here than usual, peeps? I think it is, isn't it? Not like darkness bug, but I think it's usually brighter in here. It shouldn't be, because it's a dungeon, it shouldn't be affected by the day-night cycle. We have our time set to noon as well. Yeah, it's definitely darker. It's usually brighter than this. We get some weird bugs in here sometimes in this dungeon. Oh, I'm stuck between a bunch of snakes. Okay. Forgot to pay the electric. Yeah, it definitely... I'm sure it's darker than usual. There's something's not quite right here. Yeah. It's usually kind of bright here. I'm assuming the boss is still broken. Those little snakes can really, like... The poison can really add up and affect you in a fight. Especially if you're fighting the big snake in the Citadel of the Triumvirate. Yeah, this is definitely darker than usual. It isn't the same as this darkness bug we had, I don't know how long ago. Because it was pitch black in the shadows. But this is weirdly dark. I will have to try this without mods. See, I'm assuming it isn't affected by the mods, but we have to rule that out, obviously.
Hutch 1962 just subscribed with Prime.
Hutch, thank you so much for 6 months. Welcome back. Thank you for using your Prime here. Thank you, thank you. We're doing well. Dun, 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 dun. Hi. So he's a bow guy. I'm not going to fight you because I feel like you're just a quiet sort. I don't want to mess with you. He's like, I don't want to fight anymore. I've been here for many, many years. I just wish to be left alone. I won't hit you, buddy. You do yourself. You do you. Wait, you do you sounds different. It's different. It means different. Yeah. Yes. Funcom turned up the creepy dial. That's it. They've turned up the creepy dial. Brightness and contrast. I don't think it's my settings. I always have my brightness on, my gamma on like 2.21. Quite often when there's a bug. Yeah, I mean, we can make it brighter. But I don't usually crank up the brightness when I come in here. I usually leave it on 2.2. This is with the torch as well. You see what I mean? It's definitely darker. Normally I can see my character really well. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's dark. Unusually dark. And we've had this before in this particular dungeon. It also happened in the silver mine as well. Hi there. Have you had any weird bugs yet if you're playing on the beta? So, in order to fix this, probably going out and coming in during the daytime. Look how much food he drops. This guy is a snacky fella. Look at it. So much food. This cooked pork is really good because you can eat that. It'll replenish your food and your water, but it won't affect your temperature, unlike drinking like various drinks and stuff. Ooh, let's eat some ice. So if you're going to cold places, those cooked pork feasts are good. Are you a bow guy? Oh, you're a bow guy? I apologize. Hope you have insurance. Okay, I'm not gonna... These guys are, like, annoying. Let's just run past these guys. Hi. Anybody got time? Bow guys are like, oh, I'm on a break. Just avoid the snakies. Yesterday when you arrived somewhere, you said not to go in. You said not to go in? Did I? I said not to go in. Night of a new form of not complete darkness bug. Yeah. And there were definitely, it wasn't just me. There were other people that had the bug as well. Can't see stuff. Oh, yesterday you were by someone who said not to go in. No, I think he may have misunderstood what I was saying. Perhaps. I wouldn't have said don't go in the silver mine. I mean, if I did, I don't know what I was referencing. There's no reason not to go in the silver mine. That hurt the old feet, didn't it? Ba-dum. You can't see shit on your game or my game, Diana. You mean on stream? Because this is like... It's definitely darker than usual. I can usually see my character like really brightly. You know, my character model. Now here, when we had the last darkness bug, this shadow, it was pitch black. Absolutely pitch black. So I do think we've got a bug with the darkness here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's difficult to see. No problem here. I mean, that probably depends how bright your monitor or TV or whatever is. Or phone. Does anyone else hear that voice line? It's like really quiet in the background. Not the serpent guy. Oh, it's the staff of the triumvirate talking. Can you hear it? This is new. This never worked before. I mean, I don't know why it's playing the sound. Can you hear him? It's the triumvirate, the staff of the triumvirate. When he speaks to you. Oh. I thought so too, Kevin, at first. Interesting. Ooh. It was as soon as we walked in here, he started talking about this situation. Oh, he's gone. Okay, because we haven't finished. Oh, he's just not there because it's single player. Yeah, so there is a bug with single player where you have to basically walk away and come back again, and then the dude will be there. Should we do it now? God damn it. I wish it worked. Well, the staff always talked when he got near one of the pieces. So it hadn't for me, Aspinall. Usually left mine at the base, though. I haven't got mine with me. We did do the dregs just before we got here, but we haven't done the staff of the triumvirate on this game because this is beta. I'm pretty sure we didn't do the triumvirate staff on this game. And I've never ever heard some dude just randomly start talking when I go in there. So I'm just running away and running back again so that the boss spawns in because it's broken, even though it is a key piece for crafting the keystone to free your character from the exiled lands. If you want to see how to do that, by the way, I have a video called I'm Leaving on my YouTube channel, which I kind of take you through all the steps for how to free your character if you want to do it. You'll lose all your stuff though, so maybe just watch the video and don't do it. He should be there. There, he's there now. He's the guy who summons them. You hear him again.
I've enjoyed our travels. But if you remember the terms of our agreement, I was only to serve until I found my true master. Behold, the last remnant of the serpent man. I was a gift to the giant kings to advise and to teach, to betray. I whispered to the priest king. He cursed his only child and turned the war against his people. I whispered to the war maker, and he unleashed the sandstorm that turned their fertile lands to arid desert. I whispered to the alchemist, and he activated the curse wall, trapping the humans forever. And I whispered to you. The serpent people was gone. Their hatred for your kind burned strong. King Cole of Atlantis. You will be cleansed.
Oh, I've never, ever heard that. Definitely weird if you don't have the staff. Yeah, I've never heard it. So many bits and bits of pieces keep happening. So I feel like, so how many of you have heard that recently? Not on the beta. I have never heard that. Now, I might have when I first started playing the game. I couldn't guarantee that I didn't when I wasn't aware of it. But I remember having the staff of the triumvirate back in the day, whenever it was. I forget what volume we were on. That's annoying. Okay. Basically, you go to the dregs, you defeat the Abyssal Remnant, you get a staff, you take it to the Tower Bats, you craft it into the staff of the Triumvirate, or you do whatever you need to do, you do something to it, with the blood offering from the Bat kill, and then you place it and it will talk, right? And I've never had it do any more than that first chatty thing. Yep, you've heard that. So I wonder, I have my voice audio up max because we were doing the what's it called, the companion thing at the beginning of the game. I wonder if I've ever been here before, because I've obviously got lots and lots of footage of me coming to this dungeon to do this fight. I wonder if those subtitles were on the screen, because if they were, then it was always working when I came here. It just maybe I didn't have the voice lines loud enough. But I've never seen that before or heard that before. That's cool. It makes me wonder if they've done something to fix it. I'm not in like special modes, so we have to just defeat these friendos now. Yeah, it's definitely darker in here. Absolutely darker. This is such a cool looking fight. He like does this like summoning thing. Looks really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna look back at my videos of on YouTube of like me doing this boss fight and see if there was any voice lines. Mind you, actually, I think if you have the volume all the way off for voice volume, I don't think you even get subtitles. I don't know if might be incorrect there. But I generally wouldn't have the voice down all the way. Sometimes I would, because the lore stones get kind of noisy. Yeah, that's so cool. I'm like really excited. It's kind of made my day. And I want to kind of go around with this staff now. And see if other things are working. I'd like it if they would fix this boss as well, though. If you're listening, Funcom, you could fix this guy. I'd like super appreciate it. What I'm saying. It's only single player as far as I know that he doesn't work. If you play on a server, he's there. It's just on single player. Oh, I don't know why. Little ghost friendos. More? You think I can't tell? Here we go. Can we get him before he keels over? Nope. But he did give us at least the shining trapezohedron, which is good. Which is what you need. You need that. You need basically a bunch of different items from bosses to craft a keystone to free a character from the exiled lands. There you go. Oh, let's eat some ice. Right. So we want to click on this lore stone, or yeah, it teaches you how to forge obsidian, which you need from this place. And there's regular legendary chests like there are at the ends of dungeons now. Some regular random stuff, some good, decent loot, right? Padding and things like that. Oh, he's talking again.
I've enjoyed our travels.
Is it the same thing?
If you remember the terms of our agreement, I was only to serve until I found my true master. Behold, the last remnant
We
of the
heard this.
serpent man. I was a gift
Yeah.
to the giant kings.
So that's
to
the same.
advise and to teach, to betray. I whispered to the priest king, and he cursed his only child and turned the war against his people. I whispered to the war maker, and he unleashed the sandstorm that turned their fertile lands to arid desert. I whispered to the archivist, and he activated the curse wall, trapping the humans forever. And I whispered to you, and you brought me home. The serpent people are almost gone, but their hatred for your kind burns strong. Though his name be forgotten, all your cursed race must pay for the crimes of the King Kong of Atlantis. You will be cleansed.
Who knew he was so serious? Cool. I'm super excited. Staff must have missed the part where you unfriended his stream master. I know. Yes. That's so cool. I'm like, yeah, really shocked because I've never... I don't know if they fixed something, or it is interesting if, like, type 1, if you've ever heard that before. I think one of you said, Weldon said he has. Well, they have. Don't remember that speech, yeah. So now that you've done that dungeon, you'll be able to forge obsidian, which is here at this forge. Oh, he was Scottish. Who's there? Never heard a Scottish accent in the dungeon, volcano before. Hyborian, they're all Hyborians.
That wasn't supposed to be like this.
They just don't get staggered. It's so unnerving to me. It's like you haven't done anything to them, you know? Pep Chaos Forged. Okay, you drop some obsidian. These guys dropping usual stuff. Armor that they're wearing. It is very weirdly dark. It isn't supposed to be this dark in here. It's usually a lot brighter. So then you come to this forge. If you're gonna actually forge obsidian, you might want to come to like this side here, or this side over here. I never use that side, but over this side, if you use this, then they shouldn't be able to get to you through there. So you could just kind of like chill out. Make sure you eat some ice, or make sure you're wearing armor that will protect you. And then all you need is obsidian, which you harvest from the volcano, and then steel bars, and then you can craft that. And then you'll take it out, basically. There were on server, yeah, there's loads of like instances of the forge. Let me put something in here. I don't know if it's still the case. I don't know if it works in single player like that. Maybe not. But I think on servers there's like multiple instances of it. So if you ever can't find your obsidian, if it's like empty, just kind of keep clicking around. I haven't seen it for a while though, so I don't know if it's still the case. I don't know, peeps. There you go, but yeah, very tough. This box, usually you can't interact with it. No, you still can't. The only way to access the stuff is to break it. Ooh. Wait, I saw the stuff then. That was weird. There you go. So now you can loot that if you want to. It's the only way to get it, because otherwise you just can't interact with it. Oh, so you have. So a few of you have. Weird. 42. There's not an acceptable answer. Steel. Interesting. Well, I've learned something now. But did you... I suppose you came here with the staff, though. Maybe that's the thing we should do on our next playthrough, is actually make sure we run around with the staff. My torch is like barely doing anything either, is it? It's like dark and the torch isn't doing anything. Dun dun da dun do 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 do. Bum bum ba dum bum bum ba da bum. Let's like get out of this godforsaken place. Yeah, Well, you see, it's normally like that, right? I kind of want to go back in and see if it's fixed it. It's daylight out here. No, I still think it's too dark. Don't you think? I'm certain of it. I'm certain it's usually brighter than this. So I will have to come back in without my mods activated. I've only got a few mods active. But I'm pretty sure once you get out of here, it's usually brighter. Because I can usually see my character, like, really well. Most have to just speed run it for Delver. So you've gone in there without your staff of the Triumvirate. And it's happened to you. You've had that. Not been in here enough to notice a difference. Yeah. I've been in there a lot. I love it. Alright, where else should we look, peeps? What dungeons have I not done? I've done Dagon. I've done Wine Cellar. We haven't been to the Warmaker. Let's go look at the Warmaker, see if there's any differences. I feel like my contrast is higher. Should we get a bit more heals just in case? Concentrated. Okay. All right. I'm going to ignore these guys. Let's go see if there's anything different about the Warmaker. Oh, Silver Mine, there's a small chance there might be a cage in there. Probably not. Yeah, there could be. Should we go there first? Around this area-ish. Further. Here, right? Ba-dum-bum. To go. Have enjoyed the time with you all. All right. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good evening. Or whatever time of day it is where you are. Let's see if there's any difference in Silver Mine. Got mods on the BT, yeah. Yep. Only a couple of quality of life. Just with bugs in here last time I was in. The high up ones or the like the boss ones. Well, let's wait. Ooh, where did she come from? 'Tis a mystery. So we got the heart of the hero. As usual stuff here. Box. Okay. Golden things. Dun. Greetings and salutations. I don't know if I've ever clicked on that before. Little law book. Unsuspecting friendo. Oh, he dealt with the critter. Hello there, sir. Go meet your friends. Meet your friends. I didn't mean to say that. I apologise. Some silver here. Silver all over the place. It is a silver mine. There's also iron and stuff like that. Lots of rocks. There's a new to the Age of War boss over there. Not new to Age of Heroes. Or should be. Okay. Regular loot. Skelly friendos. 6,000 health. I feel like Indiana Jones, like getting out my gun after fighting him. Alright, let's see if the boxes are bugged. So you just couldn't open them before? Seem okay? What was wrong with them? Maybe it was like just a bug that day, perhaps? Problems legend chest. Ah, the Scorpion Queen ones. Okay. You can climb up to those if anyone who hasn't done this silver mine before. You don't need to fly up. Oh, I made Ciri really tall with improved quality of life. I mean, you can use the Orb of Nurgle to change your character bench, once you get to like level 50-ish. But I just decided to make her max height. So I think she had trouble getting through that doorway. She's such a Amazon. Never climbed there inside the silver mine. We seem to discover the chest up there. Could never imagine they exist. Oh yeah, I have. I quite often just don't, because I just find it boring to like climb up. Yeah. Hello, Deft. They despawned a Baghdad. Oh yeah. That's been a problem for ages. Yeah. Funnily enough, I reported those on the last beta that we did. So like chapter 4, Age of War, I guess. Or maybe it was chapter 3 I reported them. And they're just still like that, unfortunately. I don't know why. So I'm assuming we haven't found all the cages, but I think probably there's probably a couple more at like tiny NPC camps that we haven't been to. There we go. You can harvest him for a skeleton key and for Ica and chitin and stuff. More silver here. Okay, this is not poison, this green stuff. It's just AoE atmospherics. I'm not going to fight her. She takes about 6 years to fight. She's got so much HP. We'll see what she's like. Yeah, 12,000 HP. There we go. She's dropped some Guardian Torso, Scorpion Ward as usual, a skeleton key and a scorpion egg sac. So she drops a skeleton key. Whoops. Drops harvest for a fragment of power, and then just general loot. So harvesting for a fragment and loads and loads of egg sacs. There you go. So if you want one of those disgusting creatures as a pet, have at it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yeah, doing the same thing. You empty them. You can pick this stuff up. This has been a bug for ages now. Since they changed these. Do, 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 do. You get a good, decent loot and a weapon. When you take the weapon, the rest of the stuff just drops on the ground. You could pick it all up together. But it's been a bug like this for ages. Alexa the Berserkers. Do, do. Oh, that's my favourite weapon. This is where you can just get it from any dungeon, any legendary chest. It's like they're completely random what you get. It's not specific ones. So yeah, that's my favourite legendary agility sword, and it weighs very, very little as well. Do, 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 do. There you go. Make sure you click on the tablet, learn the recipe for the venom that you can apply to daggers. Oh. AFK doing stuff, move around, IRL base, complete new room furniture movement. IRL base. Yeah, I think the lighting is still strange. And I'm going to kind of prove that by logging out and logging back in again. Do a quick BLB screen. I might need to restart my game. Which will come back and be dead. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, the contrast is like weirdly high. I think. Unless my eyes are failing me, people. Too much go. Yeah. Like, you see the difference? It's like much more... It's like a bit more washed out than it was before. Can you tell the difference? I can. So let's go and have a look at the volcano while we're at it. Can you still open a legend chest without a key? No. You see the difference? Let's go into the Well of Skelos. Only thing is, when I did this the other day, I was like underneath the well. Okay, we're fine. See, it's like more washed out, like it usually is. This is how it's supposed to look. When were you able to open the chest without a key? Burton? Yes. You see how I can really see my character? You can see her face really clearly. This is how it's supposed to look. So if you're not sure, if you can't remember, go back and like look back at the VOD. But this is how it's supposed to look. Yeah, so we had a visual bug. I don't know if it's caused... Obviously, I'm using a couple of mods, like quality of life mods. But the ground is, like, really bright. Like it should be. This is normal. So where have you been able to open, like, legendaries? See how much brighter it is? What's with the dream? So you might be right. It might be a bug because of the dream dust. Yeah, maybe. Drop a bag on top of a chest. Spam E on bag and drag mouse over chest while spamming E might be hard in single player. I'm never going to remember that you said that. I will look into that. So drop a bag on top of a chest, spam E on the bag, and drag a mouse over chest or spam E might be hard. Well, that's an interesting bug. Yeah, you see, I can really tell the difference. Yep. It's brighter. So yeah, it might be a bug to do with the Argosian Dream Dust. I wonder if that was the same thing. I don't think I would have used it around the time when we had the original bug. You know? But that it could be that today. Alright, my friends. I'm gonna stop here. I'll be back tomorrow. I might be doing Arc Aberration tomorrow because it's releasing at some point like tonight, really, really late. I don't know if it's out yet. I presume it isn't. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for all the support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for follows, bits, subs, gifted subs, all the things on the stream. Thank you for the new membership on YouTube. If you aren't, please follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitter, TikTok, all the things, all the platforms, wherever you are. Join the Discord. If you want to join our Conan server, you can do. Just join the Discord. Look at the pinned messages in the Conan channel. You'll see joining instructions. It is modded with just quality of life mods, 2 times harvesting, PvE friendly, that kind of thing. All right, my friends. Thank you, people. Yeah, and I'll be back tomorrow, probably with some Arc craziness. All right, my friends. See you soon.